Hey everybody, welcome back to Row Country. Today we're making this adorable elf cam that you can sit on a shelf or hang in the tree to keep an eye on the kids over the holiday season. Everything you're going to need is in the description box below, but we'll go through it. We need one of these large ornaments from the Dollar Tree in plastic, some polycrylic that I picked up at Walmart. I used the clear gloss. A little goes a long way. You'll need something to put the polycrylic into the ornament. I used a flavor injector. You could use a cup or a syringe. Extra fine glitter. I picked mine up at Michael's, but I also used some of this glitter from the Dollar Tree and it worked perfect too. You will need a wide angle smartphone lens from the Dollar Tree. You get one for $1. You can get two for $1 from Wish. You'll need some stickers of your choice. I used these red metallic stickers from the Dollar Tree. You'll also need some of this adorable ribbon. Now, again, pick up any ribbon you want, but the ribbon I chose has these elf feet on them, and the ribbon actually says that the elves made me do it. It is so cute and perfect for this project. So if you see it, and I've seen it still in my store, grab it up and use it. We're also going to need to use a dry erase marker here in a moment. You'll find out why. Also, these elf leg ornaments and some chenille stems, again, both from the Dollar Tree. And so we'll just go ahead and jump into the project. Before we do get started, I do want to thank my subscribers for stopping by and checking out today's project. I also want to invite anybody new to please hit that subscribe button and stick around and see what we're up to. I am showing you here in this part of the video, I made a mistake. That spot you see, I think it was a bubble or something that happened when I was applying the polycrylic, but that's totally fine, guys. I never had made these before, and what's great about it is it's so forgiving, this project. You get a do-over, and that's exactly what I did. All I did really was just apply some more polycrylic to the ornament inside, and I kind of swooshed it around like you're supposed to. And this time I went ahead and mixed some of that white glitter from Michael's and the Dollar Tree silver glitter. And oh my God, that turned out so beautiful. Now I just want to show you here, this is one way that you can do the lens for this. You can take the cap of the lens and glue it to the ornament in the center, and then take the actual lens and glue that lens into the cap, and then you would be done with the lens part of this. But of course I had to go extra, so I put some glitter on the lens, on the sides of the lens, because I didn't want it to be able to be seen from the outside of the ornament, even though I added all that extra glitter. So what we're going to do is we're going to find the center, and you'll notice on these ornaments there's sort of a, I don't know, a crease, I guess, where these were put together in the factory, and it goes down the side of either side of the ornament. And what I did was I measured, and of course it's 6 inches, so I'm going to come out at about 3 inches. And I'm going to take the lens, and again, I'm just kind of eyeballing where I want it, and we're going to use that dry erase marker to go ahead and trace around it, and I'm just double checking the measurement there. So that was really simple to do, just trace around it to get yourself a circle. And then, now this part is a little controversial. I took a pin that you put in a corkboard, and I heated it up with my glue gun. Now I use low temp, so be very careful. And every time I did that, I went ahead and poked a hole on the inside of that line, not outside, but inside, and a little bit more than or less than you would need it. And then I went all the way around and used my straight edge, and I cut out my circle, as you can see here. And then my lens, as you can see, fits down in there perfectly. And what's nice about the dry erase marker is, after you've done put your hole in your ornament, you can go ahead and just wipe it right off, and it goes away and there's no residue. So that's my tip for that. Now let's move on to the legs, because we need to get those taken care of, since we now have the lens and the hole for the lens taken care of. What we want to do is, you'll see there are these seams that go down each leg of the ornament, and we're going to take some of these chenille stems and we're going to cut them down, and we're going to put them into the ornament legs. The reason being is because we want this to be able to have some flexibility. If you want to have this sit on a shelf, this is the way to do it. You want to make sure that those legs can bend. And so what I did was we are going to snip just a little hole there along the seam. And once we get the hole into the seam, we will then take the chenille stem and we'll insert it so that it goes all the way down into to where the shoe is, so that now these legs have the ability to be bent and sit, and you can kind of maneuver them the way that you want to have them sit on a shelf if that's how you choose to use your elf cam. Now that we have the chenille stems inside the legs, everything's closed up, we just want to go ahead and snip off that little ribbon at the top of those legs, and we'll go ahead and set that aside so that we can go back to working on the ornament. Now we just want to take the lens and go ahead and get it attached to the ornament itself. And what we're going to use from the Dollar Tree is Fix-All adhesive, but if you have E6000 or prefer E6000, I recommend you go ahead and do that. The Fix-All works perfect, but you know, it's like wine. You either like red or white, right? Or maybe you like both, I don't know. Anyway, getting back to the lens, there is a little lip that is just, you know, back a little bit from the front of the lens. And what we want to do is apply some of the E6000 or the Fix-All adhesive around that lip so that it sits against the outer rim of the hole within the ornament that we've made. So we'll go ahead and we will apply some of that E6000 or the Fix-All around that lip. And then we'll go ahead and use some hot glue as well, just to hold everything in place while the Fix-All adhesive sets up. And it really doesn't take very long for that to do, but I just feel like if we can go ahead and tack that down in place, it gives it a better chance of adhering to the actual plastic ornament. So here's a perfect view of now the profile and then also the inside of the ornament, so that you can see that that lens just literally fit in there perfectly. And now that we do have the lens in place, we are going to want to start working on applying the letters and the little trim that's going to go around the lens itself. I used one of the red chenille stems. It is the glittery stems, the Christmas ones. Again, those were picked up at the Dollar Tree, and all I did was tack some glue down. I cut it to fit, tack some glue down. I think it just finishes off the lens perfectly. Again, that glitter that's on it was for the inside of the ornament. You know, it's one of those things, you know it's there, but you'll never see it again, and that's okay. But this little chenille stem in red really kind of sets off and sets apart the lens itself. Before we get into the lettering, I want to show you the bottom of the ornament has, again, where the seam is, there's a little dot, and that's the center of the bottom of the ornament. And we are going to take these elf legs now and find the center of those. And we're going to use some hot glue, and we're going to attach the legs at the center of that ornament down at the bottom, again with hot glue. And then we'll go ahead and work the sides of the little I guess shorts I guess is what those are. I'm not really sure. They're really cute, but I'm not sure what to call them. We're going to take those up the sides of the ornament too. So I'll let you watch as we go ahead and finish this part of the ornament off. Well, now that the legs are attached, isn't it coming together so cute? And really the chenille stems inside those legs really does help with how you can position this little elf to sit on a shelf if you want him to. I mean, it's just really cute. I'm just so glad that we went with the chenille stems in the legs. Now it's time to attach the letters, and this was the part that I was worried about. I don't have a cricket. I would love to have a cricket or a silhouette, but I don't. These metallic red letters just seemed like they were the perfect match for this ornament. The way that I did mine was I took the center letters of each word and I went above and below the lens, as you can see here. So the L for elf and the A in cam, straight up and down from each other. Then I decided to go in an X pattern from there. So I went ahead and attached the E and the M. And then I came back and I went ahead and did the F and the C to go ahead and spell out Elf Cam. And what that was able to do for me is to get it to kind of curve around the lens itself. And I think it just turned out really cute even without having one of those special machines. So after having placed the letters in the positions I needed them, we needed to put back the hanger for this ornament because, of course, you need the option to hang it from a tree if you want to. This is the part that made me nervous because I've never made these before, and I was worried since that's metal that it was going to scratch the ornament and mess up the glitter on the inside. No, it didn't happen. I expected it, and it just didn't happen. That polycrylic is the real deal, guys, and truly every review I've seen, that is the way to go. So the next thing we have to do is add some of this ribbon as a hanger, and all I did was measured out as much as I wanted. I actually went the feet, I counted out 3 patterns, and I went to the 3rd set of feet and cut it off, and then I tied it in a knot at the top. Pay attention to how I put this through. I put that through going away from me, opened up the loop, and then pulled the knotted part through so that when it hangs, the ribbon doesn't have to be twisted and turned back inside out. The wording you can view from both sides without having to twist the ribbon. So I think that's the perfect way to hang these. And guys, here it is. I just can't get over how cute this turned out. This elf cam, again, hang it from a tree, sit it on a shelf like this, and let the kids know that Santa will get that report from this elf. Oh my gosh, guys, thanks so much for sticking around and watching the video today. Click to subscribe or watch another video, and I hope you all have a great day. See you next time. Bye.